It's just always so painful for me because,
But your actions didn't say that, bro.
bro,
You're saying that now because there's a camera.
no, it's because
Where was this? Where was this energy when they were trending from jump?
I explained where the energy was. Me trying to get the right lines of engagement to put something like this statement out.
Bro, Zila said it so well. You don't need a lawyer or right engagements to just pick up a call.
Mac, if I confess to saying that I was wrong, then it means there's actually an issue of human trafficking happening. That is such a small technicality that people
Bro, the
overlook.
human trafficking thing is a subsequent. It doesn't even matter in this thing.
It
bro.
does, because the
Yes,
only
yes.
reason the whole community is dragging them is because they're saying that they're trafficking girls. The comment section says, bring back the girls. Where are the girls?
So before the headline and accusations, there was a missed chance to speak, and then the whole campaign turned into a crisis. And I feel like it shouldn't have gone all the way left, but let's just talk about it. Hola Bafetu, it is your big homie Palo. How are we going up business in the spine of Bafetu? Firstly, the influencers did not do any research. They said it themselves. Secondly, they themselves thought this was human trafficking and they apologized. And then we fast forward, everyone's at McGee's show, it's emotions all over. And now the whole incident is dying down, like literally. And news have a time span of about 2 weeks here in South Africa. All right, let's talk about misrepresentation and exploitation. The first problem was encapsulating these jobs as hospitality. The adverts were like saying, hey, hospitality, what. Now, obviously that sounds exciting, but in a way, it is still misrepresentation. But this is common everywhere. Like, it's not only this campaign. It's usually just a matter of going onto LinkedIn, asking like people from that company how it is to work there. I remember like at age 21, before I joined a certain company, I went on LinkedIn and Facebook and I asked random people about the company just to sort of get a feel of what's going on over there. And then we move forward, we get on to the government's response and investigation. So the government and embassy sent out statements that they are investigating. Now remember, human trafficking is a big problem here in SA. It was supposed to be handled with a little more vigor, and things might have been slightly different, So now, later on, the public started to push back, right? And when people heard human trafficking, they got super active. Oh yeah, you could always tell, hey, these influencers are cruel, hey, the influencers are part of a syndicate, hey, no wonder they have so much money. No research on the topic, they just attacked everyone. But Mzansi loves witch hunts. But the story was around 2 weeks old by the time Sia came to address the situation. It had died down and people weren't seeing red anymore. And then on top of that, a lot of South Africans have this thing of respecting English. Sia is so articulate. Oh, he has such a high EQ, emotional intelligence, But what I personally think about Sia and his involvement, bro was just doing his job initially. And publicity doesn't have to be good to be considered publicity. So I think the issue here was timing. The saga was gaining traction nice and fast. And, he was supposed to remove the meat from the braai stand, and he wanted to see how long he can cook. He burnt the meat, So yeah, I think it was more about a timing thing. He should have not let it slip as much as it slipped. Bro probably saw this coming, ne? And then he heard all these rumors, and in his head, he was probably thinking, you know what, let me capitalize. This is free publicity, so let me just capitalize on this and see how it goes. Hey, it's good. So now there's broader implications, right? And accounts were reported by the public and blocked. These are people's bread and butter. See, now you have a job, ne? And you needed to live and eat. Same as them, they're also human. So let's stop this witch hunt mentality, because if we think about it, it comes down to jealousy. So this is like a mixture of everything bad. There's manipulation, there's exploitation, misrepresentation, there's everything going down. I get being more efficient, let's have a little more integrity and be more efficient and competent in what we do.